Hello and welcome to the world of my books and stories. Now today I am going to talk about the parts of a book and what they tell you. I have done videos on what to look for when you go shopping for books for your child, but today is a more specific video about the different parts of a book and what they tell you as a buyer. Alright, so now the first thing when you look at a book, what you see is you see the name of the author. Alright, so right there written by Nandini Nayar. You see the name of the illustrator Lavanya Karthik. Now what this tells you is that if you already read books by these people, with illustrations by this person or written by me and you enjoyed it, this gives you a reason to pick this book. Okay, or you can always use it to remember other things that you've read. The other thing that this cover tells you, usually here or even on the spine, is the name of the publisher. So this particular book has been published by Mango. Now if you have heard things about Mango, several publishers do have a certain kind of books that they do. Certain publishers do only non-fiction, others are known for winning awards for the kind of informative books that they do. So knowing the name of the publisher does tell you a lot about what to expect from this book. Okay, so that's what you see from the cover of the book. The second thing that you see is you turn around to the back and you see the age that this particular book is meant for. So the Apurva book is meant for age 10 plus, and this other book of mine, it says at the back age 9 years and above. Now I have talked about age banding, that is restricting your child from reading books which are within the age band meant for them. But in this particular case, I think when as a parent you go looking for books and this is not something that you've done before, I think that the age banding does help you sort of push you in the right direction to make sure that you buy books which are sure to be of interest to your child. Alright, so do take a look at what ages these books are meant for. Now at the back of the book you will also see what is called a blurb. Okay, so this little bit that you have here is the blurb. What the blurb does is to give you an idea of what this story is about. It doesn't give you the entire story, but it does give you some details to help you decide if this is something that your child is going to enjoy. Okay, so let's see what Apurva's Fat Diary says on the blurb. 12-year-old Apurva Joshi has been asked to keep a diary. So right there you know the name of the character. You also know how old she is and what she's been asked to do. She agrees on the condition that she will only write about the 12 special meals that she eats over the next few months. Okay, so now you know that this is about a diary account. It is in the format of a diary, and that it definitely has a lot of descriptions of food in it. Alright, let's take a look at what this book, Camp Sweets Monster Fun at Summer Camp, says in the blurb. Raj is going to what has to be the worst summer camp ever, Camp Sweets, where they teach children how to become expert sweet makers. So this will tell you that whether your child is likely to be interested in it. If your child is someone who enjoys experimenting with cooking, yes, you will know that this is something you should and can buy for her or him. If your child has been complaining about going to a summer camp and saying that he or she doesn't want to, definitely he or she will identify with the predicament that Raj finds in this. Or if your child is a kind who adores summer because of all the summer camps she gets to go to, another reason for her to read a different viewpoint. So the blurb is gives you a lot of information about what to expect from the book. Alright, so that's what you get from just looking at the book from the outside. Now let's go and see what it has inside. So most books also have a little bio about the author and even sometimes the illustrator, and this is really useful if you have never heard the name of this author before. So let's see what my bio says in this. Nandini Nayar is an award-winning writer and has written 22 picture books. Yes, I have 22. No, actually it's 28 now. So what it tells you is that 1, I have won awards for my books. 2, that I am really prolific, because then further it says her book is a favorite, and then it lists the various places where my stories have been published, and then it even lists a few of the other books that I've written. So you have Apurva's Fat Diary, The Chicken That Started It All, The Great River Magic, The Girl in the Mirror, and The White Elephant of Cleanliness are some of her other books. And then it ends with, for more information about her, go to www.nandininayar.in. So what the author bio does is to give you a list of other books published by the author, which is always great because you may have read some of these and not have realized it's by the same author, or after you finish reading this book and you enjoy it, you now want to read all the other books written by me. And the best thing, of course, is that it also gives you a link to the website about the author where you can actually go and look for more information. Okay. Now when you come to the inside, on the first page here, you have what is called the copyright page, where you are given information about when this book was first published. So this one was published in 2018, alright, and Apurva's Fat Diary was published in 2014, in fact December 2014. Now, why is the date of publication important for you when you go looking for books for your child? It's important for a variety of reasons, because first it tells you how fresh or how new this book is. The second is because, in many cases when the book is reprinted, so what happens is when a book is published, the publishers publish a certain number of books, number of copies, and then when these are sold out, they reprint it. So getting to know if this book is a reprint is a great way of identify how popular the book is, because the book would only have sold out if it was really popular. So this is a book of mine. Okay, this is a picture book. Where is Amma? Now let's look at what this copyright page says here. Now this was first published in India in 2010. So that is, we are in 2020 and now, and this was 10 years back. So you would say this is an old book, but wait, let's see how many reprints it's had. Reprinted 2012, 2013, 2015, 2017 twice, 2018 twice. Okay, so that tells you something very, very important about the author and the book. It tells you that this book has been so popular that it's constantly being sold out, and the publisher constantly going in for a fresh reprint. And this book has been around for 10 years and it has been enjoyed by several generations of readers. Alright, so the information about the date of printing is important for this reason in a book like this, in a fiction title, but also in many other books, especially when you look at books which are like non-fiction books or books which have information. These books are usually sort of revamped with every new reprint, so any information which is there is updated. So when you look at the date of publication, always see if this is the most recent edition, because that is going to ensure that the information you get from this book is fresh and has been updated when the book went into a reprint. Alright, so these are the different things to look for in a book. And of course, once you've looked at all of these outside things, you go in and you flip through the book to see if this is something that your child will enjoy. I do hope this video will help you pick the right books for your child. If you have any other questions or doubts, do leave a comment in the comment section and I'll get back to you. So until the next time, keep reading, keep smiling, and enjoy shopping for books for your child. Bye-bye and thank you for watching.